Kate, my first question, what was it like? What were these women like when you walked in? What were their attitudes and states of mind towards Bill Cosby?
Well, this is a group of 27 women in that one room, two others that we interviewed outside that room. They all have very strong feelings about Bill Cosby. They are angry. They're still upset about what happened to them. And they felt like this was an opportunity for them to get together and give voice not just to their stories, but really to help, they would say, other women who are victims of sexual assault.
Aside from being raped and drugged, were there other similarities in their stories?
I think what was so striking in having a group interview where we could see people interact and follow up on each other and jump in was you see patterns emerging, patterns of behavior they describe from Bill Cosby. Many of them said they were mentored by him. They thought he was going to help their career, for example. Many of them described very similar situations in terms of the drugs that they alleged they received.
And most of these women, they'd never met before. What was it like for them all being together in the same room, meeting for the first time and sharing their stories?
It is incredible. It was incredibly emotional, and I think you'll see that on Dateline tonight, that the emotion will come through the screen. They were reaching out for each other. They were holding hands. They were crying together. Many of them had never met before. Some of them had never told their stories publicly before, but they felt, they would say, a power in that room. And we should say that Bill Cosby has never been accused of any crime, and his attorneys and representatives chose not to talk with us or give us any comment on all these stories.
And what do these women say they ultimately want to come from their stories?
It's interesting. Most of them, their allegations are from so long ago that they don't have any legal recourse at this point. The statutes of limitations are run out in all of their cases. So they don't feel like they can legally do anything, but they feel like by telling their story publicly, they would say they're giving a voice, not just for themselves, but for women everywhere who've maybe kept quiet about rape or about sexual assault. They want other women, they want our daughters to know that it's okay and that you don't have to feel ashamed and that you can speak and people will hear you.